Can you tell us a little bit about journalism today? I'd like to get your take on journalism today. Do you think it's as strong as it was when you first got into the business, or how it's changed?
Actually, I have a kind of contrary point of view. I think it's very strong. And the reason I think it's strong is that you have so many more choices now than you had when I was coming into the business. So the networks were pretty much a duopoly, CBS and NBC. ABC came along later. Now, if I were living in my hometown of Yankton, South Dakota, I could get up in the morning, go online, read the Financial Times from London, read think tank reports on what was going on, the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, the Los Angeles Times, the Washington Post, just with the keystroke. And then I could go to different websites and get distinctive thinking on political or cultural or economic developments. The difference between now and then is that now you have to be much more aggressive about where you get it. In the old days, it could be a couch potato. You could take the paper off the front porch in the morning, watch some of the Today Show, catch the evening news, maybe get a late radio report from your hometown to check the weather, and that would be it. Now it comes at you 24/7 from all directions. And so my line has been to people, you have to become a news consumer and put as much effort into determining where you get your news as you do into buying a pair of running shoes or a car or a flat screen television of some kind. You have to get smarter. I said immediately, we're at war. It's going to change us. And we have to think about how it's going to change us. I thought that that was a perfect example of why broadcast journalism is an extraordinarily important part of our culture. And the medium has to take itself seriously, and so do our viewers, because it ties the country together in a way that no other medium does. I mean, I'm sure that the St. Cloud paper had great coverage the next day, but not in real time. One of the pioneers at NBC News used to say that television is unique. It transmits the experience of what is going on. And I think that day was a perfect day for that. I think it's up to us to constantly be policing what we do and speaking out about it. I've spoken out at NBC about some of the excesses of some of my colleagues on the commentary side on MSNBC from time to time. They're still my friends. But I feel that as they see it as their right to make some proclamations, it's also my right to make some judgments. So I do. You know, the toughest stories for me to cover are those that are abstract, because I'm a broadcast journalist. If they don't have easily accessible visual qualities to them, then it's how do you put them together in a way that you can understand, say, the economy. That's been a tough story for us to tell this year. How do you say to a television audience, now we're going to talk to you about what's going on in the Eurozone, and not try to not to put you to sleep. It doesn't affect the way we reply. I just got off the phone with the man who runs MSNBC, who wanted to call me and tell me that they beat Fox this week. Monday, I think maybe Monday and Tuesday, that's a big deal for them. MSNBC to have a higher rating than Bill O'Reilly and Sean Hannity. But they didn't change anything to do that. They are who they are, and there are people who are, as they get more exposure to the commentators that are there between sundown and when we go at midnight, they're finding them, they're engaging, interesting, provocative, certainly. So you always want, just as you worry about the circulation of your newspaper, if it takes a nosedive, I promise you, your editors who are going to say, this is not church and state, you know, we're going to have to look at why are we not getting the same number of readers that we've had in the past. Are they not getting from us what they need to get? So it's always a tricky line. What you want to do is serve the audience that you have, either in print or in broadcast journalism, by providing them with information that will allow them to make good decisions about their lives and about their community and about their country.